I had like a different picture in my mind. So to be at the site and to see it so, again, humble, um, beautiful in its unique way, and like all these people around us that wants to see it, um, coming from all different parts of the world, was just so humbling. And I feel so blessed to be a Christian, and even more blessed to be able to go there.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm happy to introduce our next speaker. Nora Knadjian from Chicago, Illinois, is a certified holistic health and wellness coach, speaker, and public health educator. She specialized in nutrition, science, and transformational psychology. She has her own private practice where she strives to improve lives by pushing her clients to find purpose, success, and satisfaction from every element of their lifestyle. She helps her clients find the motivation and tools to get their ideal mental, physical, and spiritual health goals. Nora loves serving her church community. She has been involved in her parish life since moving to this country from Istanbul at 6 years old. After graduating Sunday school, she joined St. Gregory's ACYOA's junior chapter and later helped rebuild the St. Gregory ACYOA seniors chapter, in which she became the chair. She regularly sings in the choir with her family at her church. On a diocesan level, Nora has attended High Camp for many years. There she began as a camper, then a counselor, and finally became the head female counselor and taught the Armenian language class to the campers. Along with the camp, she helped chaperone many regional lock-ins and retreats. Nora also attended St. Vartan Camp as head female counselor and St. Nerses Armenian Seminary, staffing the high school sessions. She was elected to be chairwoman of the ACYOA Central Council in 2014. Her fifth-year term ended in May 2021. In 2012, Nora was a participant in the Armenian Service Program, and in 2014, she was a participant in the pilgrimage to Jerusalem with the primates. In 2019, Nora went on her second pilgrimage with her church community, led by her pastor, Andreas Karapetyan, who we heard from earlier today. Nora, welcome. We look forward to what you are going to share with us this afternoon.
Right. Thank you so much, Deacon Edmond. Hello, everyone. I am honored to be invited to present on my experience at the tomb. And I want to first start off by sharing, if you haven't gotten a chance to go to Jerusalem, I hope that this year or next year, as the world is slowly beginning to open back up again, you have an opportunity to go and see it for yourself. In my experience, I was fortunate to have attended twice in my life. Once, like Deacon Yervant read, in 2014, that was at the diocesan level with a bunch of young adults. And being at the tomb, it was so surreal. And I don't know another word to describe it, but it truly has been a life-changing experience for me. It was, you know, to be there, granted, like it looks different than 2000 years back, obviously, but to be at a site where it has so much meaning, not just like the physical beauty of how we've, constructed the building and the tomb, but the symbolism of for what it stands for, the symbolism of God, God's son, um, dying for us, for like little old Nora who's sinful, and just to be there and to pray and be at peace. I felt very safe. I felt very calm. I felt just this out of body experience, because I'm someone who goes to church every Sunday if I can. And to be in a place where so many people are traveling all around the world to be at this one specific site is so inspirational. It was very overwhelming. To have like a moment, a glimpse to enter into the tomb, to pray and to leave, I felt rushed. I'm sure everyone can relate to that if you had a chance to go and experience that for yourself, because there's a line of people and you don't want to be that person that's, taking up too much time. And when I went in 2014, one of my best friends was with me on that trip, and to share that moment to bond even closer with our faith. And that experience alone was awesome. Der Hofsepp from DC led our trip in 2014. And I remember asking him, Deadhead, please, 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 can we please go to the Holy Sepulchre? And Melissa and I will be safe. We'll let you know when we're there, and we'll come back before we're locked in there, because the doors close at midnight and we don't want to, be locked in and not have access to it. I know it's a huge liability for you, but please, please, please let us go. And he's like, okay, Nora Knadjian, like, you can go. Just make sure that, you come back and whatever. And I remember asking the directions. We stayed at the Notre Dame Hotel there, and it was just 4 directions, like turn right, turn left. If you see this, turn right. And it was like, you can't mess it up. I'm not good at directions, but I know I can't mess this up. It's 4 directions, just go. And fortunately, with friends that I have at the diocese and, clergy and my family's involvement in the Armenian church, I had Miatan connections. So we got to access the tomb, what I would like to call like VIP access, because they just let us in. Granted, it was like probably around 11 p.m. So not too many tourists. And we got to access the tomb and not feel rushed, right? So now it's like, wow, I can actually gather my thoughts and be in prayer and just sit and just be and not feel rushed. And it was amazing. Then I remember the next day, the Miapans were getting ready for the Badarak celebration. And we had this opportunity, and I think about this so many times. They were decorating the tomb. They were decorating with flowers. And I turned to my friend and I said, I want to see it. I want to see it one more time before we leave, right? You can't even get us out of there at this point. Like we're being like little spoiled tourists. Like, please, please give us access to Jesus one more time. Let's go to the tomb one more time. Please, please, please. We'll do anything. And sure enough, one of the Miapans like, all right, listen, I got it. Here's a rose or a flower, just like one flower. Go put it on the tomb. He gave me one. He gave my friend one. And we put it on the tomb. And we come out from the other end. Here's another one. We probably did that like several times because he knew what we wanted. We wanted more of an excuse, an opportunity to keep going to the tomb without taking over it, I guess. But there wasn't too many people. So I think he was just, I'm sure very enlightened that we wanted to see it so many times. So he would just give us a flower one by one so we can go, so we can pray and we can leave and just, just soak it in and to truly soak it in. So we did that. It's the tomb. I mean, it's this tiny place. I'm in a car right now and it was like half the size of the car. So it's very, very small and very humble. For me, I felt so humble and just kind of like a reality check of we see Jesus, right? And he's the king. He's God's son. I mean, he is the epitome of who we should be like. So to see a tomb that is so humble for him, it just inspired me, and I can get emotional thinking about it because it's like, oh, like in my Sunday school brain, I had like a different picture in my mind. So to be at the site and to see it so, again, humble, beautiful in its unique way, and like all these people around us that wants to see it, coming from all different parts of the world, was just so humbling. And I feel so blessed to be a Christian, and even more blessed to be able to go there twice. I went back in 2019, very fortunately before the world kind of shut down. And Andreas, who's our pastor at St. Gregory Chicago now, he led the trip, and my mother was on that trip with me. So to be able to experience that with her, and to compare the two experiences I had in 2014, I was younger. I was with friends. And then back in 2019, a more mature understanding of my faith and to be with my spiritual community, and obviously physical community, but just to have that experience with people I love and know, again, was life-changing. And I pray that I have another opportunity to go soon, because it was just amazing. In 2019, we actually stayed the night, like our group. I think there was like 6 of us, and we stayed in the Holy Sepulchre. So the doors were shut. You can't leave. And it's a big place, so there was a lot of room. It was just like a museum experience for me, to be there, and to be at the tomb. And when you're there overnight, here's a pro tip, a traveling tip. There aren't people coming in. So the people that have seen a tomb are generally not going to be like maybe me, who like wants to live in there. They were just like, okay, we saw it, let's move on to other things. But we were there and we prayed there. We had a prayer service inside the tomb. And it was just an amazing experience. Yeah, it was beautiful. I love it. It's gorgeous. Not just like the beauty of it, but again, for what it stands for. And it was a very huge catalyst for me to explore my faith even more and to understand it better. And I have been more confident in my faith going there, like to be there physically and to see with my eyes and to experience. All of my senses were activated. I was seeing, I was smelling the candles. I was seeing the people, I was hearing it, and the chanting, and just the calming, life-giving experience of going to the tomb. I cannot compare that feeling to anything else. And that's something that I pray that everyone who wants to explore their faith even deeper to go and to have that experience for themselves. So thank you for listening. And I hope that it sparked some interest. Just, I'm just a small person that was blessed to go to the tomb, and it's changed my life. So I can only hope and pray that it does the same for you, whether it's virtual or in person, which I highly recommend in person if you can go. Thank you.
Nora, thank you for bringing to life what it is to be a modern day Mahdesi and sharing a bit about how transformative that experience was for you, allowing us to get a sense of the sensations of being there in person and just what it was like. And I do hope that, as you recommended, people who have not yet had the opportunity to visit in person will take you up on your inspiration and follow in your footsteps. Thank you, Nora.
Thank you.